and welcome back. Today is Monday, December 1st. I have your 4 best bets for you in the NBA today. As always, if you're new to the channel, welcome to the page. I missed you guys. It was a fun week away. I had a nice holiday away. Went to Philly, New Jersey area. It was a ton of fun where the Bears won. I was hanging out with all Philadelphia Eagles fans. It was awesome when the Bears won that game, but it was awesome overall weekend away. Got to meet my girlfriend's family, got to shake hands, kiss some babies, but we have NBA action. I'm back. We did a fun drive from New Jersey to Chicago here today, and I sprinted right to the recording because I missed you guys. I love talking NBA action. We get a 9-game NBA slate in this game. Just like the weather in Chicago, kind of a stinker. We get 5 games that are pretty massive spread. Yeah, right, 5 games. We have 4 games that have spreads of 10 plus on today's slate. And then I kind of count 6.5 and 9 as pretty bad slates overall. Then we get some close games, but a lot of these teams are on back-to-backs. We get 2 Peacock games here tonight. My Chicago Bulls are on Peacock. That's how you do it, NBA. You give the Bulls a primetime game, but you get them on a network where not a lot of people have, so not a lot of teams get to see how horrible this team has been these last few games. Started off 5-0, and this team has been god awful, but the late Peacock game is actually going to be pretty fun. Phoenix versus LA, 234 over under. LA, 4.5-point favorite. Devin Booker versus Luka Doncic. It's always fun to watch Luka Doncic, the team that could have drafted him. Now with the team, they have the guy that they drafted with him, DeAndre Ayton, on the Lakers, and Luka. Those two will be going crazy here tonight. We get the Bulls. They have Bulls Orlando, 239 over under. Highest over under on the slate. Dallas versus Denver, 11.5-point spread. Houston versus Utah, another 11-point spread. We got Clippers versus Miami. That game should be pretty fun. Norman Powell versus his former team, James Harden in Wade County. He loves the strip clubs down there, so James Harden probably be going bonkers here, knowing that the girls later on will be going bonkers for him. Charlotte versus Brooklyn, that game should be pretty fun. Battle of the Tankathon teams in the league, but Charlotte, they're fully healthy coming into this game. I'm excited actually to see this Charlotte team in a good matchup. They should probably handle the Nets here, but watch, hey, it's the NBA. Watch the Nets take care of business at home. Another fun matchup, Atlanta versus Detroit. Atlanta definitely a little questionable coming to this game. A few injuries we don't fully know yet. Detroit has been a wagon since the start of the year. Detroit has been amazing. And then we get Cleveland versus Indiana. That game should be very good early on at 6 o'clock. 231 over under. I know Cleveland has a few injuries. No Garland in that matchup. No Jared Allen in that game. So it's going to be the Donovan Mitchell show in that game. But we have 4 brand new plays here for you guys in the NBA. And before we jump into today's plays, we got to recap last week's action. And the last time I saw you, these were the plays here. We ended up going 1 and 4. 4 and 1 in best bets the last time we saw you. Peyton Pritchard, he hooked us. He finished the game with 16 points. He only took 3 shots in the second half of that game, and he only made 1 of them, which was in the third quarter. I think he took 0 or 1 shots in the fourth quarter, but that was brutal to watch. But clean sweep for the rest of it. And then we had more plays. If you guys just checked out my Twitter, these were the Twitter plays while I was gone. New Jersey, there is sports betting. No one told me that in the comment section. I would have appreciated it beforehand. I would have brought my recording equipment with me. But hey, we ended up going back to the basics here. Twitter plays, me only having a limited of 150 characters. And we swept the board every single day. I did take off I think last night in NBA action, but we're back at it like a bad habit. If you are following my Twitter, you were able to see I did post a few of my plays here before it, but I sprinkled in a few extra ones, or 1 extra one. And well, Kobe White was my other play in today's video, but he's back downgraded to doubtful in today. So I got 2 brand new plays. If you checked out my Twitter, you've already seen the first 2 plays here. So if you already have checked my Twitter or follow me at Twitter, it's at the Whittler down below. I have it commented with my Twitter handle and a direct link right there. But if you saw that, you already seen the first 2 plays here. So if you want, you could skip it ahead to the later 2 plays to see the Bulls pivot play for me. And then I have a late game play for that. But early on, if you haven't been in my YouTube gang, if you haven't seen them all, we're about to jump into it right here, right now. And I love to say it, let's just jump into it. For my first play of the day in this Cleveland, Indiana. Again, these first 2 plays are my Twitter plays that I posted on earlier this morning, so I apologize if you're not getting these numbers. But as always, I would wait till right before tip-off. Right before tip-off, a lot of these numbers come crashing down that I normally see overall. In the first game, we're in this Cleveland, Indiana game, 231 over under. No No Darius Garland in this game. Donovan Mitchell having a lackluster game last night on a back-to-back. I think today he's coming out swinging in this matchup. So it can be Donovan Mitchell to go over 28.5 points, coming to minus 113. On DraftKings, Pacers are very good at the shooting guard position, but Donovan Mitchell, he's been a beast, and he's been a beast in this matchup. He's gone over 8 for his last 10 games versus the Pacers, averaging 32.8 points per game. With the last 5 games, he's scored 48, 43, 12, 35, and then he just had 32 points in the most recent game against them. He's gone over 3 for his last 5 games overall, averaging 29.2, so he gets to that 30-plus point marker, or he goes way below, not even scoring 20-plus points. With the last 5 games, him scoring 32, 37, 17, 42, and then he just had 18-plus points last night in the game. And I'm not worried with this game being a back-to-back. Donovan Mitchell over 2 for his last 3 in back-to-backs this season, scoring 27, averaging 27 points per game. With the first game, he had 35, 29, then he just had 17 points in his most recent back-to-back game. He's gone over 3 for his last 5 versus Indiana. In Indiana, averaging 32 points per game, having 38, 45, 43. Then he just had 12 in the most recent game in Indiana. He's a 67% hit rate this season without Darius Garland in the lineup, averaging 28.5 points per game. In his last 2 games versus Indiana without Garland in the matchup, he had 33, and then he had 48 plus points against them, averaging 40.5 in his last 2 games without Garland in Indiana. Shooting guards versus the Pacers have had some pretty big games. RJ Barrett just had 22. Javonte Green just had 20. Donovan Mitchell just had 32 plus points. And Jaden Ivey hit his over on 12 plus points. I have him projected at 30 plus points here. I don't think Donovan Mitchell goes back-to-back days with a lackluster game. Last night just had 18 plus points. We'll be looking out for the tweet. He'll post the let him know or let him hear ya, whatever the Cavs hashtag is on Twitter. He'll post that, and we'll be set in stone for a massive game here. I think Donovan Mitchell has another 30 plus point game. I've projected at 32 plus points in this game, so give me Donovan Mitchell to go over 28.5 points, coming to minus 113 on FanDuel. That's definitely a play that has changed, but I still love 30 plus points in this game because I think it's at 29.5 plus points. I do like 30 plus points because, again, I have it projected at 32 plus points. And another shooting guard that I love is total in this game. Another game is the Clippers-Miami Heat game here, and that's Tyler Herro. Tyler Herro has been a wagon to start off the season. High over-under game, 236 over-under. Heat 6.5 point favorite. I think James Harden has a great game here tonight. Kawhi Leonard back in the lineup, but I think Tyler Herro has an even better game. So give me Tyler Herro to go over 21.5 points, come to minus 123. On DraftKings, the Clippers allow the 4th most points and the 3rd most threes to the shooting guard position. The Clippers, the last 15 games, allow the 4th most points and the 3rd most threes on overall. In the last 7 games, they allow the 7th most points to the shooting guard position, and Tyler Herro has cooked in this matchup in prior games. He's gone over 2 for his last 2 against the Clippers, averaging 31.5 points per game. With the last 2, he had 32 and 31 points in his last 2. He's gone over 3 for his last 3 to start this season. I'm kind of shocked that this number is still hanging around 20 plus points, maybe because the Heat have a lot of same players as they do, but Tyler Herro, he is the alpha on this team. Last 3 games, he's scored 24, 29, and 24 plus points in his last 3 games to start off the season. Clippers defense on the road drops from, on the season they average 17th on the season, but on the road they're 21st in the league. So they're horrible on the road versus at home. At home, they're 14th best defense. On the road, again, 21st ranked defense on the road. Clippers allow the 20th most straightaway threes, so those little 2K hot zones that I love to talk about right in front of the three-point line. They allow the 20th most straightaway threes, and Tyler Herro takes 40% of his shots from the straightaway 3. And the Clippers, they rank 20th in points in the paint allowed. So a little restricted area, points in the paint. Tyler Herro takes another 40% of his shots. So he's either taking a 3 or he's taking those little teardrop floaters that he loves to take. And they allow the 20th most paint points in the league. Shooting guards versus the Clippers have had some massive games. Peyton Pritchard, Push and P, just had 30 plus points. Grimes had 19, Sexton 18, Brandon Miller 21, Donovan Mitchell 37, Austin Reeves 31, and KCP just had 12, and Cam Spencer had 10 plus points. I've projected at 24 plus points in this game here. The Clippers on the season, along the 4th most points and the 3rd most threes to the shooting guard position. I think Tyler Herro has another big game here, so give me Tyler Herro to go over 21.5 points, coming to minus 123 on DraftKings. Now we're jumping to the newer plays on the day. As always, I always like to have a Chicago Bulls play because I'm going to be watching these games. I love the Bulls, my favorite team, and I love a few players. I definitely don't love that Kobe White is going to be ruled out. He was my main play for this game. It was Kobe White over 21.5 points, but he was probable, now doubtful. Now I'm pivoting to a different play, and that's Josh Giddey. I think Josh Giddey has a great game ahead of him. Wow, I didn't even write this down. Oh, wow. Now I have it all written down. I didn't write Josh Giddey's name down. Sorry about that. Fun little editing as I do this live, but give me Josh Giddey, the Giddler, to go over 19.5 points, coming in -118 on FanDuel. He is an amazing. We've been targeting point guards versus the Magic, and hey, all systems go here. Orlando allowing the second most points to the point guard position on the season. Orlando, the last 15 games, allowed the fourth most points to the point guard position. Orlando, the last 7 games, you guessed it, they allowed the second most points to the shooting guard position, and now we're back at it like a bad habit. We've taken Jalen Brunson, we've taken Cade Cunningham. Now we're on Josh Giddey, the Giddler, in this one. He's gone over 2 for his last 5, averaging 20 points per game. He's been very solid, very consistent on the number. Over two for his last 4 versus Orlando, scoring 20, 13, 19, and then he just had 21 plus points in the earlier game this season. 60% hit rate on the road this season. Love my Ultimate Road Warriors. He's more of a passer and rebounder. As you could probably tell, take his rebounds, assists at home. On the road, I'm more bullish on his PRAs, and I'm kind of dropping it. Orlando's very good at defending the assist category. If I had maybe another play, it would just be points, rebounds, but I'm just sticking to the points because I think Josh Giddey, I've been projected at 21 plus points here. Again, 60% hit rate on the road this season, averaging 19.4 points per game, going over 3 for his last 5 road games, averaging 18.6 points per game. In the last road game he played in Orlando, just had 21 plus points earlier this season. Orlando is 26th in the league versus pick and roll ball handlers. And why I loved Kobe White in this game is he was getting a ton of pick and roll action. He was getting nearly 60% of his shots. Now we're moving to Josh Giddey. Without Kobe White, Josh Giddey becomes the primary pick and roll player for Vucevic. And Josh Giddey, he's going to be driving into the lane in this game. Point guards versus Orlando have had some massive games, as we could tell. We've been targeting them. Cade Cunningham, 39. Brunson, 33. James Harden, 21. Stephen Curry, 34. Reed Shepherd, 16. And then Jalen Brunson again. He had 31 plus points. I have him projected at 22 plus points in this game. He has an amazing matchup. Orlando on the season allowing the second most points to point guard position. These last 7 games, they're allowing the second most points to the point guard position. And Bulls players, they have been hurt in this game, and Josh Giddey has been one of the few healthy players on this team. I like him and Ayo Dosunmu in points here today, but Ayo Dosunmu plays the shooting guard position. I think the point guard position is where this team, the Orlando Magic, struggles on. So give me Josh Giddey, the Giddler, to go over 19.5 points, come to -118 on FanDuel. Jump into my 4th and final play of the day in this Lakers-Suns game late in this one. This one should be a lot of fun. If you're doing your little same game parlays for these games, this is the game. This one should be fun. Overall, fast-paced games. Devin Booker gets a lot of people. He gets a big gravitational pull on offense, and that leaves one guy on the power forward position to have wide open looks, and that's Royce O'Neal. I've been looking at him to take his overs, and now he has the best matchup on the day. So give me Royce O'Neal to go over 2.5 threes, coming in -126 on DraftKings. The Lakers allowed the most threes to the power forward position. The Lakers, the last 15 games, allowed the most threes to the power forward position. And then the Lakers, these last 7 games, they don't allow the most threes to the power forward position. They allow the 7th most threes to the power forward position. But they've been struggling to defend spot-up shooters. The Lakers ranked 27th in the league in spot-up shot shooters, and Royce O'Neal takes 60% of his shots in the spot-up, like little ready 2K. If you were playing the new 2K and you're holding the left trigger for the quick release, Royce O'Neal's been holding down the left trigger for the quick release, taking nearly 60% of his shots as spot-up shots in the league. We love that. He's gone over 5 for his last 5 games, averaging 3.2 threes made, and which we love even more, he's taken more three-point attempts, averaging 8 three-point attempts per game. With the most recent game, he took 10 three-pointers in that game. We love when players just chuck up shots, and now he has an amazing matchup. He's only gone over 1 for his last 3 against the Lakers, averaging 2.3s made, but last 3 games he scored 2 3, and then 2 threes made in the most recent matchup overall. But we love the most recent game. He just took 8 3-point attempts. We just like a guy that has high volume. Shots can go in, and I think today the shot will be going in. He has an 81% hit rate this season, averaging 3.2 threes made, averaging 8 3-point attempts per game. We love the shot volume. Over 8 for his last 10 games overall, and he's gone 7 straight games of hitting 3+ threes in a game. I think tonight he continues that overall. Royce O'Neal takes 70% of his shots in the straightaway 3-point spot. In the last 5 games, the Lakers allowed the 18th most threes from the straightaway spot. The last 5 games, Royce O'Neal takes 10% of his shots in the corner 3. The Lakers allow the 23rd most corner 3s in the league. So Royce O'Neal has a great spot-up shooting matchup. He shoots the corner 3, shoots the straightaway 3, and the Lakers allowing the most threes to the power forward position. I've projected at 4 threes made in this game. I think Royce O'Neal continues to chuck it from beyond the arc, and I think he splashes 3 more threes in this game. So give me Royce O'Neal to go over 2.5 threes, coming to -126. On DraftKings, and those are my 4 best bets for you in the NBA today. As always, let me know down below what's your best bet in the NBA. I missed you guys overall. I truly appreciate the support. This page, again, it's always a ton of fun to talk NBA action. Hey, maybe I have to go back to just doing Twitter plays. Last few days, Twitter plays have been hot, but I love just talking about it. I love to hear myself just talk about these games, and I love to hear you guys down below. Love to tail you guys in the comments section if you guys have other plays in the NBA or if you're liking it. Let me know down below. I'd love to hear what you guys' opinions are. Could be in the NFL today. We have a fun NFL game, but this is an NBA channel, so let me know what's your best bet in the NBA today. Hopefully you guys are having a wonderful Monday. Hopefully you guys are all looking warm and nice and warm here in Chicago. It's freezing cold out, and it's a bunch of snow on the ground. Hopefully you guys are having a wonderful Monday, fresh month, new month overall. Hopefully you guys are having a great day. Keep on smiling, and I will see you in the next one.